It's that time once again, guys, for another weekly Roblox news. That's right, guys, I have clone number 1 off any sunny, awesome beach, and I have clone number 2 at an active volcano.
It's hotter than last week,
All
dude.
right. Well,
I'm
this
still
is gonna be
talking to you.
interesting. Let's get into the news, shall we? What's up, guys, and welcome back once again to another Roblox Weekly News. That's right, guys. This week I don't have really much in the way of news except for the fact that Roblox is giving you amazing deals for Windows 10 users until January 9th in Meep City and Roblox High School. So check out the Roblox Twitter page. There's a link in there that will get you those exclusive deals. So be sure to check that out, especially if you play those games. I mean, why not, right? Another part of the news. On Trivia Tuesday, Roblox asked, how much time has been spent on Roblox by our users? The answer? 4.9 billion hours. Whoa! That's crazy, guys. 4.9 billion hours of time has been spent on Roblox by its users. That's insanity. That's just complete and utter insanity. So, guys, that's legitimately all I have for the news, and with that, I would like to wish all of you guys a happy New Year, because, well, New Year's is right around the corner, and I'll be watching a ball drop along with you guys, and it's gonna be epic, because it always is. And with that, guys, let's head on over to our top 5. What's up, guys? I'm clone number 1, and this is this week's top 5. For this week's top 5, in the 5th spot, guys, we have a game that has a never-ending, evolving content awareness, a game that continuously gives you new things to do. It stretches the imagination and allows you to build whatever your heart's content is, and that would be Lumber Tycoon 2. Lumber Tycoon 2's last update was 12/26/2016. Guys, there's been plenty of things added as of recently, a number of which could have been, I don't know, the presents that have been able to been opened during the Christmas time, one of which had a blue ball in it, another one had a box that continuously opened more boxes, more boxes, more boxes, more boxes, until there was absolutely nothing left. There was a candy cane axe that, well, you try to chop a tree and it just drops. There was a Santa's sleigh. There was a spork. That was definitely interesting. A spork. So, guys, and another thing is a shrine that is in the wall of the volcano area. There, if you drop down one ledge, there's a wall you can blow up with dynamite, and inside there's a shrine that says "Restore my sight." A lot of people are trying to figure out what that means. Some people think it might be the boxes that you open up, because there's 2 slots. It looks like you can sacrifice something in those slots, so nobody knows what goes in them. People have tried eyeballs, they've tried putting the boxes in there, they've tried putting the balls in there, they've tried putting a bunch of different things in there, and nobody's really 100% sure what is going on. There's a lot of theories, but nothing has been nailed down yet. Moving on to our 4th spot for this week's top 5, guys. The 4th slot goes to Roblox High School. Roblox High School has just recently been updated on 12/28/2016. They're still within their holiday sales event until January 1st, so be sure to get in there and get yourself some exclusive deals. 50% off of all the game passes, and there's also starter gear packs available, things like that. A whole bunch of cool Christmas items and stuff like that in there that you guys can get for cheap, so go ahead and check all that stuff out. Our 3rd spot in the top 5 this week, guys, goes to Rose Citizens. Rose Citizens was just recently updated on 12/18/2016. It's the same update as we discussed last week. Nothing new has been added. They had the Christmas theme added then. It's still there. So, guys, I don't know if this is going to be the last week to check out all the Christmas theme stuff in Roast Citizens, but go check it out. Moving on to our second slot in our top 5. And guys, that goes to Murder Mystery 2. Murder Mystery 2, guys, was recently updated on 12/29/2016. The Christmas presents can be opened. I have not actually had a chance to go in there and open my presents in Murder Mystery. I think I have like 16 of them or something like that. So I should probably go do that. Yeah, I should probably go do that. But guys, you can definitely go in that game, check that out. There is a event, I guess, going on. It says Christmas update, help St. Nicholas collect gifts, earn exclusive rewards. Interesting. Super freaking interesting. And guys, that leads us to our number 1 spot in this week's top 5. And that goes to Prison Life version 2.0. Prison Life was just updated on 11/28/2016. And there is no patch notes, so I have no idea what was added, but you guys tell me. If you guys like this top 5 segment, be sure to put that in the comments section below and let me know anything new that's going on with these games or something that I might have missed so I can include it in next week's news. And with that, guys, that concludes our top 5 of this week, and I'm going to hand it back to Dark J with this week's celebrity interview. Off to you, Dark J. What's up, guys, and welcome back to another celebrity interview. And today, guys, I am here with DigDugPlays.
Hello!
So, DigDug, man, how are you doing today?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Yeah, doing alright. So you're at what? You're a little bit over 1,000 subscribers now.
Yeah, I'm inching up on 1,100.
That's awesome. That is freaking cool, man. So, my first question of this interview is, with 1,100 subscribers, give or take a few there, that means you have 1,100 people that watch your channel or look up to you. My first question is, do you have a YouTuber that you look up to?
Oh, man. So many. Well, I gotta give big mad props to Code Primate. I mean, my kids were the ones kind of telling me I should go do this, and it was really kind of his channel that made me think, yeah, you know, a guy roughly my age doing YouTube, it's not unprecedented. He does a great job, so I think he gave me the boost to give it a shot. But as far as channels that I admire and would love to emulate more closely because I love their stuff, I mean, man, just so many. Code, you know, Seniac, Midget, you, Mummy McSpringy, and then other folks that I haven't gotten a chance to meet, but I watch all the time. You know, the Dennises and the Alexes and Sally Green Gamer, man, just so many
big guys.
Yeah, so many. And of course, you know, the big ones, Jacksepticeye and all those guys I love too.
Oh yeah, Jacksepticeye.
I don't let my kids watch
awesome.
that, but
yeah, that's one of those ones you watch by yourself, you know, with in your free time. All right, so on to the next question, man. What is your favorite Roblox game?
Oh man. So Lumber Tycoon is my first love. That's what got me into it, and I love it. But I have to say, I have been wildly impressed since the day my kids kind of got me into it. You know, they would say, "Hey, you gotta try Roblox." And I'm like, "Yeah, that's cute." And it was Lumber Tycoon that made me take a second look. Like, oh, there's some depth to some of these games. And since then, I have been very impressed with the likes of Treelands and Azure Mines and some of the fun wild ones that, I mean, you and I found, Island and Swordburst, and so there's some really good ones. But I have to say my favorite, if I had to pick, man, I gotta stick with Lumber Tycoon.
Yeah, you know what? Lumber Tycoon 2 definitely sticks out as one of my favorites as well. Although I still have my roots with Miner's Haven, but because that was like the first game that really drew me into Roblox. And but yeah, Lumber Tycoon 2, freaking man, I can't get enough of that game.
Miner's Haven is one that I was a latecomer to, but I have been bitten by that bug. Like, I can't stop playing it. You know, I'm driving to work and I'm thinking about, oh man, I could lay things out this way and it would be better. And I still have no idea what I'm doing, but but it gets under your skin, man. It really starts sucking you in.
Oh yeah, it does. It's good for that. Alright, so as far as the next question goes, outside of YouTube, do you have any hobbies or interests, things that you like to do in your spare time?
Yeah. Man, so there's a lot of things that I love to do, but I haven't done a lot lately. So I used to be a big poker player. I haven't done that in a long time, but I used to love it. I used to play a lot. I'm a motorcycle guy. I have a Harley that I like to ride.
Oh man, Harley Davidson.
Yeah. Yes. I had a sport bike before that, but I was too chicken to drive those things the way they are intended to be driven anyway. So I traded up to a Harley, and I love it. I'm a sci-fi geek. I love all things sci-fi, whether it's space movies or superhero movies or fantasy movies. I love those too. And when I find time, I have to admit, like, I'm a big documentary geek. Like, I will just sit in front of Netflix and watch documentaries all day long.
Nice. Like, so you'll be watching the History Channel and just tune in and zone out.
Yep. And my wife thinks I'm crazy, but like, I'll just sit there and watch it all day.
Nice. Alright, so you mentioned movies and sci-fi flicks. What is your favorite movie?
Oh man. Wow, that's like, what's your favorite band? Like, how do you pick? In the sci-fi genre,
whatever movie genre you can relate to, anything. What's your favorite movie in general?
Okay, well, this will date myself quite a bit, but everybody watching this probably knows that I'm an old guy, old Roblox player, but you can't be a sci-fi geek without giving props to episodes 4, 5, and 6 of Star Wars.
Oh, yes.
So,
I was actually hoping you'd say Star Wars.
I have to say, Rogue One, I was a big fan.
Yes, Rogue One was freaking amazing.
And I would just like to tell the entire internet, can we just all please agree to take Rogue One and put that where episodes 1 through 3 were and just forget those ever happened?
Yes, just completely forget them. Just, this is the prequel that we should have gotten.
Yes, amen. Yes.
It was amazing. It tied in perfectly. I loved it.
It was so well
much.
done. So well done. And I'm a big Star Trek fan, but like, as far as like just all-time favorite movies, like Monty Python's Holy Grail is like, it's always going to be up there. That's
nice.
A classic. And I don't know, probably 10% of the viewing audience will recognize the movie. The rest of you should go watch it. You should go watch it. It's very funny. You'll like it.
Yeah, they probably don't know nothing about the truffle shuffle. Alright, so the last question here then is, if you could leave a lasting impression or phrase on my viewers, your viewers, anything inspirational or whatever, what would it be?
Well, I don't know if I've distilled it into a phrase, but I will tell you a concept that I think the internet needs more of, and frankly life does too, probably, is just be awesome to people, right? I mean, you have a choice with every interaction, and you can choose to be awesome, even if the other guy's not. You can choose to be awesome, and life will be better if we all just decide to be awesome to people.
Well said, well said. Well, DigDug, you have been an awesome interviewee. This has been an awesome interview, and was happy to have you on this show.
Thank you, man. This was fun. Thanks for the invite.
Hey, anytime, and you're welcome back on the show anytime.
I'll be here tomorrow.
Okay, tomorrow, guys. Alright guys, so this has been another celebrity interview today with DigDug, and with that I'm going to hand it off to clone number 2, and off to you, clone number 2.
Really? Really, Dark J? An active volcano? We really need to have that talk, man. I'm telling you, I don't want to be out here putting my life in danger when I don't need it. This is the community favorite. Why do I have to go to these places just to report the community favorite? I don't understand, Dark J. What are you doing to me? I can't comprehend this. I'm lost. Well, guys, the winner of last week's community favorite is none other than Lumber Tycoon 2. That's right, with an overwhelming vote majority. And guys, as you know from the top 5, Lumber Tycoon 2 is an awesome tycoon building game. It was just recently updated. You can open your presents and get magnificently cool items, guys. And that brings us to next week's suggestions for community favorites. And those suggestions go to Polygons, The Quarry, In Plain Sight, Blocks Hunt, and Roller Knots. So guys, be sure to check the link down in the description below so you can go vote for your community favorites, and that game and the winner of that poll will be on this show next week. And guys, that ends the community favorites, and thank God, because I can get out of this super hot active volcano now. Maybe I'm gonna go stand in an ice chest for about an hour. You know what? Can I go back to the frozen tundra? That was better. Dark J. Yeah, that was better. So guys, back to Dark J with this week's Miners Haven Weekly Theme Challenge. Off to you, Dark J. Alright guys, so I'm here in the official Miners Haven submission showcase, and the showcase is decorated in Christmas things. After Christmas, that's Foxy. A little late, but still very festive. Wow, look at all of this stuff. What are these? What the heck? Oh, you can... bounces you? What the heck? What does this one do? Oh, they do the same thing. Do they all do the same thing? Oh, man. Okay, I'm running. Okay, stop with your monkey powers. Wizard of Oz monkey powers, go! Alright, wow. So, definitely all the Christmas entries here decorated within. And, guys, well, the Christmas holiday is over, but it is never too late to celebrate and have a festive Christmas setup, I suppose. Oh, I fell over. I fell over. Okay, but, guys, that brings us to next week's theme. And, guys, well, next week's theme is this. You're never gonna guess. New Year's. That. New Year's. Next week's theme, guys, is New Year's. So, get your awesome New Year's themes into Void Sealer by January 4th at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, guys. So yeah, and I hope to see some super awesome New Year's themes. And if you guys have any trouble thinking of something to do for New Year's, think fireworks, think flashy, think 2017, a new year, guys. Do something awesome, epic for the year. And well, guys, that brings us to the next segment of the show, where I'm going to head over to our private showcase with last week's weekly themed winners. And
of the Surreal Challenge. And I will meet you over there, so hold on to your butts, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I'm here in our private showcase with Void Sealer, and well, guys, we're gonna turn around and show the winners of the Surreal entry in 3, 2, 1. Boom! Guys, this I gotta say, these are pretty dank. I mean, when Foxy said surreal was the theme, I was just like, what? So guys, in first place we have Funky Town by Sideways 8. In second place we have Imagination by Pokemon Master 8619. And in third place we have Breadland by Bad Admin. Or Badman. Thank you all and Happy New Year's. Awesome message there, Void. Alright. Alright, let's get up there and let's check out the winners, shall we? The first place submission, guys, this thing is just, there's no other word for this besides freaking dank. I mean, this is, dude, that is definitely surreal. Look at the eyeballs and the tentacles, and that's insane. That is just super freaking cool. It's definitely surreal. This fits the theme perfectly and deserves the first place that it got. That's insanity. And in second place, guys, we have the Imagination by Pokemon Master 8619. This thing's got like a floating pyramid, some Illuminati stuff going on here. The tips of the trees are like alien-like with the glowing, and then you've got like these, it's almost like a time theme going on here as well. You got floating islands, and it's definitely surreal. That's definitely it. It is definitely surreal. It's like a surreal work of art here. So I like it. I like it. I love it. And all three of them were furnaces this time, which is crazy. And then we have this one. This one actually made me laugh when voting. I was like, well, it's definitely surreal. It is definitely out of the ordinary. It's bread, man. It's freaking bread. So this is pretty cool too. So guys, that's our winning submissions for the surreal entry. Definitely cool. So that's it for this week's weekly theme challenge. And off to Clone number 1 with the shout out of the week. So off to you, Clone number 1. What's up, guys? I am Clone number 1, and I'm here with this week's weekly shoutouts. And today, guys, the weekly shoutout goes to a person by the name of God2525. And let me just zoom out so you guys can see the spectrum of this park here. This park is pretty freaking cool looking. They've got this like big archway thing in the beginning here, this nice freaking setup. I mean, just look at this. It's almost like a greenhouse over here. They've got like some crazy spike things going on. Welcome to Coaster World. Oh, they've got an underground area. What? Oh, you can buy food. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so their food area is underground. That is awesome. So this park, oh, look at this, and there's like a sitting area where you can sit and eat. Oh, this is so nice. I like this park, guys. So yeah, big shout out to God2525. This is just amazing. Wait, what is this? Oh, I didn't even know there was doors that you could... What? I'm gonna have to look those up because I didn't know there was doors like that. I wonder if he has his teleporters in those. What? Look at this. He's got like it's like a greenhouse. This is so freaking cool. And his roller coaster rides. What is this over here? Oh, and here he is himself. Looks like he's working on a new coaster. Look at these spike things that he made, this setup. Wow. I mean, dude,
Your park is awesome. So big shout out to God2525. Wow. So guys, this is his park. And there he is. Oh, and God2525 says, shout out to my little bro, Dead Some Connor. And that's awesome. So this is an awesome shout out. So I gave him a shout out, and he gave a shout out, and he says, hey YouTube. So guys, that's awesome. So this is a cool shout out of the week. And guys, if you like this news show and you want more of this, then be sure to hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already, or if you're just new to my channel. And if you so choose to subscribe, click the little bell next to the subscribe button and click yes for awesome notifications from this channel. And as always, guys, stay awesome. I'm Doug J, and I'm out. It's freaking me out, man. Freaking me out, man. What? My little dude's like, what? Come at me, man. Come smack. This muffin mech, if you will. Oh, get some. Get some. Ah!